see if we pull it up. Why selling subscription services up front may not always work and how to fix it. So this isn't from an actual case study working with the clients where the prospect he was talking to wanted a very specific solution done, open, closed, done, figured out. Wanted a scope for that, but when he did actual discovery and dove in and worked with the prospect, their true needs, they actually needed an elongated project with much deeper support, much more hands-on support to solve the true under the skin bleeding neck project or problem that they needed to solve. The prospect, however, did not want to solve that problem immediately. They just wanted the quick dopamine fix, the quick fix up front, and the deal didn't close. Why? Even though that prospect in the future came back to buy other services or to look at other services. So why and why leading up front? Because we were leading up front with a very deep tissue issue, going straight for, hey, this is actually what you said that you want. Here's what you actually need. Here's how we can help you actually solve the core issue that you're facing. I call it, and we were positioning it as a subscription service where they could cancel anytime, where they're committed to get the result and they're going to get a higher level of service. So why did this fail? I think, well, one, some people just want the quick dopamine fix. They just want the get in, get out, do this thing for me, even though I actually have a bigger issue. I don't want you to solve that bigger issue for me. So that's a real thing that happens right now. But how do we translate this into strategy? How do we translate this into what you can actually do? I call this, instead of leading with a straight subscription or a project based service, like here's everything from soup to nuts, what you need to solve your problem. I like to lead or suggest clients to lead with what I call an open and closed loop offer. An open closed loop offer is essentially it's not just a quick fix. This isn't to say that you're just going to get a quick fix and then from there hopefully you're in business. But the whole idea is right now the client has the issue of I need this open loop problem that's happening in my mind solved now. And the interesting part of open loop problems is that once they take an action, a simple behavior, I'm not talking about you've actually come in and solved the problem for them. Once they actually take the behavior or the action to work with you or to sign a contract to solve the problem, the loop is closed. There's a sense of ease. There's a sense of I got this handled. I took care of it. It's the same phenomena that also draws when people make a big purchase and they have buyer's remorse. Like that's the negative side of the open closed loop is that if you're buying, typically buyer's remorse is like with houses or cars or big ticket products, and then you have you feel bad about that big purchase. But here in the other end, it's like they're facing a real issue. You present an offer in a way that supports their existing issues, but then also allows them to have the mental space to close the loop on that issue, and then now think on a different level, thinking on a different plane, if, using the same language there. And when you solve that problem, it doesn't mean that you actually go in and take the 30, 45, whatever, 60 days to solve the problem. Just the very act of taking an action to close the loop on the problem gets their mind to think at a higher level, where then you can actually talk about the deep seated issues that they're facing that you can help solve potentially. So that's the big takeaway here is that if you go straight to either a subscription service or a project or a long retainer or something that it takes months and it's a real issue and it's a significant issue, sometimes clients may not take you up on that because one, they're not ready because maybe they don't feel comfortable, there's no trust build, that's obvious, but maybe they're actually not mentally ready. So the flip to solve one simple way, not the only way, one simple way to solve that is to create an open and closed looped offering where you actually pinpoint the solution that they can have solved today. And just by the very act of taking action in that general direction allows them to be at ease mentally and open up their capability to think of other solutions or other problems, because once you solve one problem in life there's always going to be another thing, another opportunity to solve. It's never the case that you solve it one and done. That's not the case. But now that you feel like you took action in a direction, now you can have the bandwidth and the capability to look around and actually think, okay, what else is possible here? And if you come with the goods of showing them, hey, we can solve this thing, we're going to solve this thing, but here's what's possible, then you can build that bridge, build a relationship, and from there, explore, seeing if it's a possibility for them to bring in a subscription or a product-led service or project-led service. So That is the live for today. Gonna check on the comments here. I'm not sure if this app lets me do that, but again, we're going live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. If you want to join me live or ask a Q&A here, and then Fridays I tend to do, when possible, coffee meetups here at Del Mar in San Diego. So if you're in town, let me know, and we'll go from here. This is the live for Tuesday. We'll talk soon.